All right. We got 2 parcels delivered today for the engine. That's that. We've got some stuff from Agriline, some stuff from NJ Robinson. They're like Ford New Holland specialist breakers. Let's have a look what we got from Agriline. If you didn't watch the previous videos, I went out and bought a Ford 87. It got a seized engine. We took it into the workshop to see if we could get the engine fixed, and I am by no means an expert on these things. You are watching me figuring it out as I go. Turns out the engine is a bit further gone than I can actually fix. So I started pulling it apart, bought a new engine. That's what we're looking at today. First of all, we got the diesel filter. What I haven't actually accounted for is it has a bowl on the bottom, a plastic bowl. I don't actually have that, so I've got to get hold of one of them. Yeah, diesel filter. And what else? I can't even remember what we bought in this bag. One hand, and we've got dust bearing. Sorry, cut the video off. Clutch release bearing. That goes on there. Done. And what was the other thing? Oh, a new key. I think there is a key in it. Yeah, the old key's still in it. I just thought, for a couple of quid, have a proper Ford one. Don't know what that one is. That's what's in it. Put that back in the ignition. But this one's actually got Ford written on it, which I thought was quite neat. So that can stay up there. Right, so that's all I had from Agriline. From MJ, I'll take the address off so that you can't see the address. Well, ain't that nifty? They seem to give you a little, like a manual diagram for the thing. Are you going to read it to me? Yeah. It's in here somewhere. Under all the stuff. There we go. Ugh. Pack 12. It's stuck on the bottom, but will that go on? Yes, it will. So is that the oil return? Is that the oil feed pipe? I'm guessing that's the return pipe, which goes down to... Oh, there's a plug. So I could have the return go straight into there. Sweet. Blank that one off. So I get to keep that as my turbo return pipe. By the way, this is what I took off. The oil cooler comes off of here. It only really held on by these 4 bolts. The rest of it just swings, like it hangs off them bolts, and the pipes off the cooling system keep it upright. Keep it, not upright, but you know what I mean. Keep it all together. So yeah, that, my friends, is the oil filter for there. That's cool. Yeah, happy with that. That means I can move on to the next step now, which is lift it up and remove that stand, put it on this back side here, take this panel off, this casting off. Starter motor will come with it. That then gives it a blank slate. This stuff will come off and see how much we can swap over. Ideally, I'd like to use that starter because that's a beast. I'm hoping it meshes up, but I've got to use that plate if I can get it off of there. There's like a mounting plate on there, which will we'll see. I think we can do this. Oh, the only other thing I didn't mention was, unlike the feed off of there, which feeds the oil pressure, turbo oil feed, there isn't one on this one, so I am going to have to just pop it into there, get my feed from there, which is fine, but I'm going to have to make up this bit of pipe. This return, I'm going to have to do a bit of jiggery pokery because I don't want it sticking out quite so much, because all the rails have got to go down here. I could do with a tidy up. The rails are going to go down there, so that's got to be just pulled up out the way, but that's only on a bit of flexi anyway, so I'm sure I could go flexi from, where do you reckon? I wonder if I could turn that around. So that spin that in there, cut that here. I wonder if that would go like down there. I don't know where that would fall. If that goes down there, then flexi from here to there, because it's only a return pipe really. But yeah, that was the only other thing I forgot to. I can honestly say one of the handiest pieces of contrivance is this digital caliper. Now this is only like a 3-4 quid one from eBay, but they're just super handy. Like if you need to go, you know, get something in particular, you just measure it and then you go, oh, that's the size I need, and then go and get it from the toolbox, rather than like going and getting like 5 different things and seeing which one fits. Because also you're probably asking, Tom, why are you bolting the oil filter housing to the thing? It's just so that I can get at it easier, rather than it being on the side and difficult to get at because of the pipes there. So it's just mounted there for screwing and doing. But yeah, I recommend that. This is like, this was like 3 quid on eBay. I've got another one here. This is a metal one, an old one with a roller. The roller does make it a bit more precise, but the computer's gone on that one. Got a depth gauge on there as well. Super handy. Recommend them for like a couple of quid. Just saves you a little bit of time. You can measure everything and be like, oh, what size is that? Oh, it's 28 mil. Is that right? Yeah. Thought that was a 30 mil socket, but no, the 30 mil socket is on the floor somewhere there. Yeah, get one. I'm just going to explain what I'm doing because I am figuring it out as I go along. What I was originally going to do was, so blank, take the blank out of there, put the blank in there, have the oil return come out of there, using the original doodad into the return into there. The problem is, inside of here there's like a valve setup that I don't particularly like faffing about with. I think it's like pressure sensitive and all. So I'm going to leave it as it is. It's set up, it's right. This pipe came with it, this housing, and it wants to go in there. So what I'm going to do is, like the, what I think perhaps like an 8340, what this came off of, I'm going to put it straight back into there using a 90 degree. I'm going to have to get hold of a 90 degree. One didn't come with it. So that's the oil return into there. That leaves the turbo one. I've put it on backwards just so it's out of the way and not getting kicked around. The turbo one, which goes into there normally, I'm going to have go into there. The turbo on the tractor that likewise this will be is actually, instead of here, it's mounted here at the back. So the pipe just goes straight down to there, and the feed pipe actually comes out of that plug there. So there's the 2 pipes. They're kind of neat. They come down, feed and return both there. But I'm not doing that. I'll probably take a feed from not there now, but there. No, not there because of the filter. It might have to be there. So I wonder if, I mean, I could take it from there, put the pressure sensor somewhere else. It's just about making it all fit now. So yeah, 90 degree on there. I think what's likely going to happen is turn this back around, but just cut that there and have flexi going from there to there. It had flexi on it, so yeah, that'll probably be my best bet. So that's what I'm trying to do now, just trying to work out the best route for everything. Really starting to get a little scrap pile of, say little, of parts that aren't needed on the engine anymore. It's a shame because these are all parts that really aren't very valuable, especially in this part of the world. No one's looking for these bits. If it was off a tractor, maybe someone would want something somewhere, but the combine stuff, specific combine stuff, not really. Just not bits that people want, so that'll get weighed in. Some money's back. About 50p, I think. Got that much junk gathered up down here now. I'm going to end up putting over everything. I've had to have a bit of a clean up because I've been running out of space. I'm getting on top of myself when it gets a bit of a flood in here. So just had a bit of a tidy up, should I say. Started soaking that dual power thing with a syringe. Keep firing a bit on it. Hopefully, the more it soaks in, the more it frees up. I don't know, might have to take it out. I don't want to start taking all that dual power stuff out because it's not done that many hours. It shouldn't need all that taken out really. It's just that little valve wants fixing. But from on that, now the idea is to get this in, lift this back end up, take this off, move the frame round, and all this casting. I'll take the starter with it, but whatever. I think I explained this before, so I'm not going to explain it again. Let's just go and do it, eh? Never mind, he wants a load all for some other jobs. I'll use the other tractor. Going through my parts collection here. Some yellow bits, some blue bits. I was just going to show you the difference between the size of the two starter motors. So, that one just got a bit more beef about it, hasn't it? Although, that main part looks, give or take, about the same. But yeah, no, there's a lot more beef in that. I've got to see if I can get might get some bushes or something, I don't know, basically work that so that them all fit in the block because they're a lot littler. But yeah, if I can, I want to use that big old beastie. So that's a Delco starter made in Indiana. I think this engine's actually come in from the States. What makes me say that is it's from a combine that was I believe only sold in North America, which I was actually wrong before. If you've been following and I've said it's from a TX67, take it back, I was wrong. Didn't quite mesh up with the stuff I was finding online. I think it's actually, well, it is a TR98, which is an North American only model apparently. Now, that makes sense. There's a lot of the filters, that's the filter that's come off. We'll get a new one, but just for now. The filters, a lot of the stuff, say, made in the USA. Well, if it was a British one, can't see it being made here. I can't see the filters, say, made in the USA. They'd just be like local filters. I think even CNH ones are made in Turkey. But anyway, yeah, so I think it's come in from America. The only thing that I'm not entirely sure about is the little fuel bowl on the injector. That was my knees cracking, if you heard that. The only thing is this little bowl on the injector. That had red diesel in before I started. Now, red diesels I don't think is a thing in the States. So someone here has either tried to turn it over or it has actually been used here. But given that they were USA filters, perhaps not for very long. So I don't really know the story behind it. But that's my best guess anyway. That's my thought on the matter. But yeah, going back to it, two different starters. In actual fact, are they different? I don't know. Yeah, they're different bolt patterns entirely. I'm going to have to take that off and spin it. Or, what I could do, could I make a new plate that's like that size, but bolts on to there? What do you think? I think so. Because I'm only hoping that if I was to rotate that, it'll rotate enough to mesh up with where them bolts are, because that's different, right? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'll figure that out when it comes to it. There's my bowl. So, part of the problem now is this is a big old piece of weight that's hanging off. So I've got some of the weight suspended here. There is a lip under there. It might just pull away at a random speed, so I've got to be careful. I wonder if I hook that in there. No. That in there. Take the bolts out. That's that one. That's that one. Then at the bottom. No, here's my dad. Oh, bugger.
Found your fingers?
Yeah.
It's in the tank. Those things are like jelly or that now. And a bit heavy.
That's what I wanted. Okay, got the back plate off it. Got the Alpa here today. It's not too good with spanners, but he does keep morale up, don't you? So taking the back plate off has revealed these two bolt holes here, which is what I was hoping for, which is the equivalent of having them two there, which that's good because that's them two there. The only thing I can foresee is this wants taken out and blanking off. Well, it wants blanking off anyway because water will pour out, so it wants blanking off. And now I think I've got as far as I want to get on this engine on the back end. There's not much more I need to do. I think it's now more get on this end. Oh, look at that. That there, them 4 bolts are like the 2 bullhorn things that you see on TW engines. That's got the same bolt pattern. So them bullhorn things will go back on and they like come up here and mount onto there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Them things there, they're upside down at the minute, but see if I can. I'll try and put on the screen the engine with that on, and you'll see what I mean. I didn't realise they were there, so that was a little discovery. I didn't even think of looking for that. Oh, isn't he cute? Hey, what's the matter? What's the matter? I'm talking to you. You're talking to me, or someone behind me. Biggest job here at the minute, bloody cleaning up after myself. God, I'm a messy bugger. Is anyone else like that? I feel like I just put something down and then move on to the next thing, and put something down and move on to the next thing. Right, let's get this cleaned out, then pop that off of there and see how much it'll pop onto there. You know, dogs have like a trigger word, like cheese, roads, cars, poo. Okay, try again with monkey, car, Halloween, poo. Eight bolt, 6 bolts. I don't know if you caught any of that, but I'll just update you on the situation that I'm facing. So, the flywheel that is on the new engine is 8 pin. The one on the old engine is 6 pin. Now, fortunately enough, it does fit, and it will sandwich in, and the sizes are kind of all the same. So it's a matter of two things. I need a new one of these anyway, because I don't know if you saw on the earlier video, but it's playing that, yeah, which is no good. It's worn. So I need a new one of these anyway. So if I can get a new one of these, and I can get it 8 pin, like that, then that's half of that job done. I mean, that's bearings enough anyway. So new one with a new bearing, I'm laughing. That leaves me with, this flywheel can't be used anyway. This flywheel's too wide, and it's a lot lighter than the old one. Now I don't know the maths between if it being wider makes it effectively run the same, but it won't work anyway because the starter motor's got to be mounted to this, and when the starter motor's mounted to that, it will line up with that, not that. What else? Okay, so we've got 6 pins in there. What we're thinking, where we're at the minute, is if we can, so we'll get a new one of these, which is 8 pin, that's right, which sandwiches onto that. If we can fill in these holes with bolts and just tack them in so it fills the space, and recut new holes, perhaps not with a drill bit, but with like a machine head of some sort, then I don't know if you can see on there what I've sprayed on where the hole difference would be. Now, I'm not drilling 6 into the 8, I'm drilling 8 into the 6, but this is a rough idea of where the holes would line up. My dad's actually been able to free off the dual power thing. Don't know if you saw it in the earlier bit of video. So that's that job jobbed. I've got the thrust bearing bit off. Where is it? It's over here now, somewhere. So that wants that pressing off, which is in a bad way. It wants that pressing on, which is in a good way, and that back on there. Nothing needs doing here. I'm okay with that spline, however that is. I think that will be fine. So then here we're done. Get that re-drilled, put that on there, put that, then get a new one of them, put that, sandwich it on, done. This back plate on first actually as well, done. Then we're at the point where yellow meets blue. Looking forward to it. I said in the last video, when I gave you an update, I said, oh, sorry, it's not a very interesting video. And a few of you in the comments were quite nice about it and said, actually, no, it was interesting. So I do appreciate that. I don't know what I've filmed. And when I'm saying this stuff now, I don't know what's going into a video, what I've been filming over the last few days. So in my head, if I'm thinking, oh, it's a bit boring this time, then yeah, I'm sorry. But I do appreciate that you like the videos, and I do appreciate that you watch them, and it means a lot. So I'm going to keep doing more, keep videoing right to the end, and yeah, stick with me. If you've not subscribed, then that means you should probably think about subscribing, because we've made it this far through the video, and see you in the next one. Poo.